Hello, and this is Manic Miner on the ZX Spectrum. So a bit of a blast from the past, and this is Nick again, of course, with a review. Manic Miner is a 2D platform game, the ZX Spectrum. This was released back in 1983, written by the great Matthew Smith, and released by Bug Byte, later become Software Projects. Now, Miner Willy is stuck in underground caverns, and he can only escape by collecting all the flashing keys on each level, or each cavern, and then a box would flash, in this case in the bottom right, and then he hits that and goes to the next cavern. The first time I played this, I must have been about 8 or 9 years old, and even today I still never completed it, which shows my prowess of computer games. But yeah, this is all on a computer that just had 48k of memory, and you couldn't even open a window for that now, and look what they've done here. The music playing is Hall of the Mountain King, not quite Edvard Grieg's version, but the best the Spectrum could do at the time. See, my air at the bottom is gradually running out. That goes to 0 course, then I lose a life. Next cavern is the cold room. Looks like we're collecting tennis rackets this time. Various different sort of levels. That one gradually melted. There's a conveyor belt. Oops, got a bit too cocky there. As you see, the box which will flash at the end is on the bottom right there. The music you heard at the start, before the game began, was the Blue Danube, of course, so well done for getting that if you did. Okay. There's a bit of showboat in there. There's like penguins on here. Sequel to this, of course, was Jet Set Willy, a lot bigger. There we go. Went out the flashway. Good. Next level is the Menagerie. I don't know why this would be involved in an underground cavern, but there you go, it is. All about time in this level. I've done this numerous times before, but a couple of geese at the top. And I think it gradually melts all the way along here. But, as I say, this level's sort of like ingrained in my brain. So yeah, 1983. So that's like 30 years ago. And still haven't completed it. Good, good. Great game here. Right, the abandoned uranium workings. This is all about knowing which level to jump on at each time. Once you do, it becomes a bit of a speed test. Might come out on a few other formats, this. I know Jet Set Willy did. This was the first game to actually ever include in-game music on the ZX Spectrum, as well as play. That's why the music is a little bit stuttery, because apparently the CPU, with its limited resources, kept flexing between doing the music and doing the animation, so it's disjointed. I love this level. Eugene's Lair, right? There's toilets going backward and forward, and looking at Eugene now, there's something going on with him, isn't there? You'd expect he'll be on a register of some description now. Very unusual. So I don't know if Eugene was based on an actual person. Only Matthew Smith would know that. A bit hard on the eyes this, with red background with a light blue ledges to jump on. But yeah, but all these levels are always only one screen. If I hit that bush, I'll die, of course. Looks like we're collecting possibly toilet rolls now. Yeah, progressively the levels get harder as we go across. This one's particularly tricky, got to get that right. She did, which I didn't. So you lose a life and you're back to the start again. You start with 3 lives, and I'm already on the last one, so it doesn't look like we're going to get to cavern 20 at this. Although I'll ensure to show you all of them, so you know what they look like. Now, with the Spectrum, the game's always loaded via a tape deck that was connected to the main computer. There's always a bit of a lottery. Most of the time they would load. Every now and again it would fail to load after a couple of minutes, which you'd be waiting. It'd say like, tape loading error or something, and you have to start from the start. Very frustrating. And also the computer will get hot after about half an hour. Right, let's do this right this time. Can't say I've had enough preparation. Good. Oh dear. Right, we'll go over these two bushes, which I do. Now this is all time as well, because when you get the last item, Eugene will start flashing colours and come down the screen. And then if it stops in that box in the middle, the red and white stripes we have to get to, it'll be impossible to get in. Right, I think he's high enough now. Yeah, and hopefully the police will catch up with Eugene, because he must be wanted for something. Right, the processing plant. See, it uses Pac-Man as its inspiration. Though it's not quite Pac-Man, because it's got those bouncing feet underneath each one, so I don't know if that's a get out. Right, that's one key got. Another one. When this was later released by Software Projects, some of the graphics were slightly different. I think this was the same, this level, but I think their logo was replaced on some of the bad guys. Thing with the ZX Spectrum as well, you could also program it. You can't do that with any PlayStation or Xbox now, directly on it. So in theory I could have created a game like this, but my being only well, less than 10 years old, my knowledge wasn't the best. I don't think anyone would have bought that game anyway. But let's just say if I was older, I would have made a great game. Right, let's get into this box. There we go. Another level done. I've only got one life here. Oh, I've got 2 lives. Once you get over 10,000 points, it wards you somewhere else. So we're on to the vat. Bouncing kangaroos. You'd think the music gets a bit repetitive, wouldn't you? But there is an option to turn that off. It's not the whole of the Mountain King. You certainly wouldn't buy it on CD if it was like that. But it suffices, the game's good enough. In the vat, the keys are buried in there. If I hit any of those yellow star things, I'll lose a life immediately. So let's try and not do that. We've got 2 left. One here. Get the timing right so we don't want to land on that kangaroo, if that's indeed what it is. Just jump over him and get the last one. There we go. Right, there we go. So go in the flashing box. Get to the next level, okay, so long. So long. Right, I love this level. Miner Willy meets the Kong Beast. See there, he's up at the top middle. Guarding these bananas. Giving it the big un. Let's see if we can knock him off his perch here. I don't know what the baddies are. Are they like some sort of walnut? There's obviously a smell coming off them, so they must be out-of-date walnuts. And that's the worst thing to face in a computer game. Out-of-date walnuts. Ooh. Whoops, can't get it from there. Right, there's a switch in the middle, in yellow. You can see I'm trying to hit that. Should open the wall. Which it has done. That Kong Beast seems to be quite intent at just disco dancing. That's not going to scare anyone. A disco dancing Kong Beast. Miner Willy is up for that. He's ready. He's been down the mines. He's seen it all. Okay. Right, we're on to the other side. Get this banana. So you can mine anything down in the underground caverns there. You can even go mining for bananas. I don't know if you ever heard of the Great Banana Mines, but that's essentially where they come from, kids. So that's something learnt. Bananas come from mines, as do toilet rolls, as we saw in Eugene. Right, goodbye Kong Beast. There he goes, dead. We don't have disco dancing in this cavern. Another level gone. Miner Willy meets the Kong Beast. He kills the Kong Beast. I don't know what the Kong Beast did wrong really, but he's dead now. That's the end of him. We had enough air. Wacky Amoebatrons. Right, we've got one key in the middle there. So obviously we need to gradually head upwards, jump from ledge to ledge, and see miss these 8-bit baddies coming up and down. I think the ZX Spectrum had about 8 different colours you could do. This game fully uses them. Right, this looks fairly straightforward as long as I don't showboat. That timing's here. I've got to jump across, miss that cannon thing, if that's indeed what it is. I think I've got the timing wrong here. I'm going to hit that blue thing, am I? Nope, missed it. Good. That was a bit lucky. Get to the top. Good. Just one key. Oh. What an idiot. Right, one life again. Let's do it this time. Wacky Amoebatron. So, I presume from that they're supposed to be amoebas. Down in the cavern. I don't know what they'll be afterwards. They're going to develop into something. What's their score? 15,439 points. Not bad. But with basketball, I'll be pleased with that score. But it isn't. It's an 8-bit game for 1983. Yeah, I mean, there's 20 levels on this. ZX Willy, which is a sequel, saw him as a millionaire with a massive mansion, also collecting keys and various items before he can go to bed. I think there's over 100 screens there, so obviously they was learning how to take up less room on the computer. This is where it all started. Yep, I think we're there now. That's it. Just got to get past this purple thing. Although on the Spectrum it's called magenta. Spectrum, invented by Sir Clive Sinclair, I believe. Great computer. Made a lot of money for him, and then lost a lot of it with the Sinclair C5, which is meant to be the future of car travel. Some electric thing where you're 2 foot off the ground. Okay, the Endorian Forest. Heavy leanings towards Star Wars. I think the Endor Moon. I don't know if those creatures are supposed to be Ewoks. They certainly don't look like them. They're bears of some description. So, sure, no copyright infringement there. Looks like the ledges are made out of question marks. Collecting these baubles that look like something off a... Well, we were collecting those. The boot's gone down. Yeah, so that was Manic Miner. That's the Blue Danube. And till next time, goodbye. Oh, actually, I won't say goodbye. I did promise you I'd show you all 20 levels, didn't I? Manic Miner, Bug Byte. By Matthew Smith. Yeah, I said that. I do hope that the 20 levels come up. I think they do. Right, Central Cavern, we saw that one. That's where it all starts. It's the iconic one. The cold room. Collecting those tennis rackets in deep cold. The menagerie. 3 geese to get around. The abandoned uranium workings, and you always have performing seals with balls on their noses in uranium workings, as you know. Dodgy Eugene in his lair. Trying to avoid the police, looking dodgy. Processing plant with the Pac-Man creatures. The vat, guarded by those kangaroos. Of course they are, of course. Miner Willy meets the Kong Beast. Bananas everywhere in the banana mines. Wacky Amoebatrons. Just one key to get in this one. Amoebas going up and down. The Endorian Forest, which I died on. Don't know why our forest is underground. Attack of the Mutant Telephones. Pity Lady Gaga I didn't see this. Perhaps that was her inspiration. Now the Alien Kong Beast returns with his bananas. Similar thing. The ore refinery. What can you say about that? Not much. Skylab Landing Bay. I think it's about the furthest I ever got the Skylab Landing Bay. Jumping from level to level, avoiding those things. The bank. So I've got to collect those 2 pots with the pound signs on. The 16th Cavern. Don't know what this is based on. Seems like a weird dream. The warehouse. A little bit like the VAT, this one, and its idea. Amoebatron's Revenge. Looks the same as the other one, doesn't it? Solar power generator. This is one to do your eyes up. I don't know if that generator killed you. And then this is the final level, the final barrier. Get that? And you would have thought you've completed the game, but it just starts from the beginning again. This time it really is goodbye. Goodbye!